The king is back. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
Hello traders, welcome back. Let's have a quick look at the charts. Bitcoin has been in a nice uptrend recently, forming higher lows and higher highs, and we've been trying to take advantage of that with some well-placed trades based on market structure, whether bearish or bullish. But as the trend continued to show strength, more bullish setups appeared, and these were the ones to focus on. Today, Bitcoin has reached a level with several confluence resistances. I've been keeping an eye on this chart as Bitcoin approached this area over the past few days. I thought that if we were going to see a pullback, it would come from this region. However, for me, the most important thing was to wait for the chart to confirm that this level was indeed the top by breaking structure. We saw a lot of volume in this area, primarily a naked point of control, and we also had a 1.618 Fibonacci level, which could serve as a potential target for Wave 3 in Elliott wave theory. Now, when I see a target hit like this, it doesn't automatically give me a trade setup. It's more of a signal to take profits from longs. I need to see a clear reaction from this level, preferably a structure break and loss of support before turning bearish. Until that happens, there's no reason to take a bearish stance. This morning, we identified a bullish 4-hour order block, but after a shallow bounce from it, there was no solid trade setup, so it became more of a waiting game. If that order block breaks, it would become a bearish breaker, especially given the confluence that's building, which would give me more confidence to take a short trade. As the new week opened, Bitcoin immediately swept the previous weekly highs, reaching those resistance and target levels. It then broke the 1-hour structure, which turned that 4-hour order block into a bearish breaker. This was the trade idea, with a potential target at the lower levels. However, I remained cautious, knowing that Bitcoin could potentially form some structure at the next support level. Unfortunately, nothing significant formed at that level, and Bitcoin continued down to hit the Monday average loss target, which brings us to where we are now. Let's take a look at the levels we have now and maybe some confluences. First off, I'm keeping an eye on whether Bitcoin will also break the 4-hour structure. For me, this would be a strong indication that we could see lower prices and test the next higher timeframe structure, in this case, the 12-hour swing low, which is also a main target for this trade. To keep things simple, I'm aiming for those lower levels and waiting for a nice structure setup to get involved. Will it form at this level, or maybe a bit lower? We don't know yet. It could even end up tricky, with no clear setup, maybe only a lower timeframe opportunity, like a fractal setup. But all I know is if Bitcoin hits these areas, I'll be looking for signs to get involved because this level has a lot of confluence. Looking at this chart, we have a yearly range Fibonacci level that could act as support. There are also trader stops, a 12-hour order block, a 50% range of the previous week, an anchored VWAP, value area low, a weekly EMA, and a 5-day EMA all in this area. However, just because this level has confluence, it doesn't guarantee it will hold. There could be invalidations, especially from an Elliott wave perspective. If we invalidate wave 4, that would be a warning. And personally, if I see Bitcoin start to lose this support resistance flip area on a closing basis, it could open the door to much lower levels. If that happens, we'll need to adjust the plan and move forward from there. On the other hand, this level could simply get front-run, and we could head straight up from here. All we know is where we'd like the price to go to get potentially involved for the best possible setup. But of course, if the market gives us signs of strength or weakness, we'll adjust accordingly. Alright guys, that's all for today's quick update. I hope this was helpful. As always, follow the White Rabbit for more updates. And make sure to read the disclaimer, as I am not a financial advisor, this is purely for educational purposes. Have a great day, and see you in the next one.